What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the YouTube world. It's your boy C Boogie Productions. We here with the co-host that does the most. We got Rose in the building, ladies and gentlemen,
Hello.
and we're gonna chop it up for a minute. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me just fix one thing. Let me fix one thing, ladies and gentlemen. And we're gonna go ahead and start the live podcast on a lovely, lovely Thursday evening. Anyway, gotta get that fixed. We got the co-host that do the most, man. We got Rose in the building. And yo, we gonna chop it up, man. Y'all see the thumbnail, y'all see the title. And the title for the day is, well, we got a couple things we're gonna speak on, but women need to just face it. Most men, we want multiple women. We want multiple wives. And there's a reason for that. I didn't say all men, but there comes a time in every man's life where he just want to try some fresh produce. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we want to speak about that. And, I understand my lovely co-host doesn't really like it. But at the end of the day, we got to keep it a buck as men. Let's say a man get married when he's young. Let's just 21, 22, 23 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say he wants to stay married up into his 60s or 70s. You know what I'm saying? When he pass away, you want to pass away married.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you really expect that man not to want to try some fresh produce here and there? Is that what a lot of women expect?
Yes.
Just plain, just yeah.
Yes.
Just that's it.
Yes, I do. Look, I think that men, I honestly think that they have lost the mastering of self. They have lost that. Mastering your horniness.
Hormones. Mastering your hormones.
Your appetite to want to
controlling
sleep with
your libido.
every woman in the world. Every beautiful woman in the world. I think a lot of men have lost that, and men used to really take pride in mastering themselves.
When?
Controlling themselves.
When did hold on? That's a good take. When in history of the world, Craig, when in history have men never wanted multiple women? I mean, look at guys like Dr. Martin Luther King. Let's just keep it above. Dr. Martin Luther King is the most celebrated black man in this nation's history. Can we agree on that?
We can agree.
Even white people celebrate him. Everybody celebrate Dr. King. They celebrate him all over the world. Probably the most famous black man in the world.
Most loved.
All of that. But if you know anything about Dr. King's personal life, it was far from traditional. It was a lot of effery, scandals. Do you know Dr. Martin Luther King even gave Coretta a sexually transmitted disease?
I didn't know that.
Real talk. Like, he was sleeping with so many women. So at the end of the day, I just gave you that example to say, when in history have men ever settled for one woman and it was cool? I'm not saying that all men want multiple women, but I'm just keeping it. I think a lot of women should just face the fact that as a man, we want fresh produce. And when I say fresh produce, we want to, just nip on something a little bit new every now and then. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to leave the wife. We don't want to leave the family, but we want a little dessert. You know what I mean?
Sometimes when you try to get that dessert, you
What?
You sacrifice trust in the process. And when you sacrifice trust in the process, when you get into that dark world of lying, there's certain parts of a relationship that you'll never go. You sacrifice that deep connection that you'll never go by pursuing something like that, which is being with another woman. In your core relationship, in your main relationship, in your marriage, you won't unlock that that deeper connection that we all want. Men are not just having sex with a woman just to have sex with. If that was the case, he'll just hire a prostitute. They want something more than just sex when he has a mistress or a side chick.
Well, for one, I can halfway agree. I mean, you know, you can speak from a woman's perspective on what you observe from men, or you can draw inference from men's behaviors that you have noticed. But I would say in some cases, some men cheat because they're lacking something in their marriage. You see what I'm saying? And in some cases, and they want to seek that on the outside of it. I'm not talking about that particularly on this podcast. I'm talking about a man openly having multiple women. Like, boom, I got my wife, I got my family at the crib. 2 blocks over, I got my other woman, and I got my maybe like another family over there. A lot of men want it like that. You know what I'm saying? And what you talking about, I can agree, but we're not even talking about no dark places because it's light on everything, because we keeping it honest about everything, and the women are just going to be in agreement. That's what I'm talking about. Like, look, a lot of women are already sharing. Hold on. Let me break it down, because I know you feel strongly about this topic. I feel the heat coming from this side of the table. Let me go to Reset the Podcast. Hey, y'all, this the Never You Podcast. BaltimoreBoogie Productions, man. Subscribe to the channel. All I want you to do is hit the like button on your way in. And we got the co-host I love to do the most, y'all. We got Rose in the building. And we're going to chop it up. We're going to finish the conversation. So what I'm saying is this, Rose. A lot of men want their woman to be in agreement, because a lot of men are tired of lying. A lot of men are tired of sparing the woman's feelings, because a lot of y'all women are sharing men anyway. Let's just keep it a buck. A lot of men that got multiple kids with multiple women, more than likely, 8 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, you still sleeping with one of the baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? At some point of the whole situation. Unless it's just 100% cut off. But usually, especially if the kids is young, if the kids is under 4, oh yeah, they still smashing. Let's just keep it a buck. So y'all already sharing men anyway. You know what I mean? On some level. And not to go too deep into it, but that's why a lot of people are having a hard time on the dating scene, because real talk, we're dating too many people. Not just dating the traditional way. I mean, we are attached to too many people. A lot of people attached to their exes. A lot of people attached to their baby daddies, baby mamas. A lot of people are attached to their ex-husbands, ex-wives. You know what I mean? It's just a mess, right? A lot of people have too many attachments. But back to the conversation at hand, my thing is this. A lot of men are tired of lying. It takes a lot of energy out of us as men. We just like, look, I need you as a woman to be more agreeable. Like, look, here's the deal. I love you. I don't want to leave you. You know what I'm saying? You always going to get first dibs on everything. The finances, by time, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? You got the perks, right? You got all that, as much as I can give you. But every now and then I got a sweet tooth, and you know, I don't want to get some little apple pie from somewhere else or whatever. And a lot of women just need to face the fact that
we need to face the fact that you want to sleep with our enemy.
Who the ops?
The ops is whatever woman you sleeping with that wants my spot.
But she ain't gotta be the ops.
Hold on, because I know you ain't just in her face saying, "Oh, this is just, you know, sex, nothing more." No, you're gonna tweak a little bit. You're gonna be like, this is, potentially it could grow into more. Maybe you could be my woman officially one day. I mean, you're gonna feed her scraps. It's not just a, hey, we're just having sex. It's really just like that. So a man, he knows what he's doing. He knows that almost every woman he comes across that is willing to sleep with him wants a commitment. He knows that. So at the end of the day, you're sleeping with my enemy.
But I find it mighty odd, because what I've noticed is that a lot of women at some point of their life have messed with a married man. See, I find that very odd that you would take that position, but it's all good. Because I'm not gonna put you on trial. But what I'm saying is,
Oh no, I mean, I want to hear this.
have you ever slept with a married man?
I've never in my life. Hold on. I've never in my life. Where the Bible at? Slept with a
The
married
Bible,
man.
right? Hold on. The Bible right
The
here,
Mirror
people.
Talk Bible.
The Bible right here. Bam. Hit.
I-
Go ahead. Go ahead. Put your hand on that one time.
I've never in my life slept with a married man
Knowingly.
knowingly.
But you could have slept with a married man and not know it. But let's just continue with the conversation.
God could
Have you
strike-
ever been in any kind of entanglement with a married man?
What is this entanglement?
Any kind of entanglement. Any
Hold on.
kind of
If
entanglement with a married man.
If entanglement
Hand on the Bible.
means if entanglement
Hold on. Boom. Hand on the Bible. There you go.
if entanglement means sex is involved, no.
Sex don't have to be involved. Have you ever been in any kind of emotional entanglement with a married man? Bam. Let put your hand on that one time.
What do you define emotional?
Let's move on with the podcast because this is affery at best. That's and you really just made my point, Rose. Because hold on, let me put the Bible back up here. Y'all go cop that book, Mirror Talk, man, on Amazon. This is a good read. What I'm saying is, I find it very odd that as a woman you would take that position because a lot of women have, you know what I mean, crept with married men at some point of their life or fell in love or had a baby with a married man, you know what I mean, was mistresses or whatever. I don't have the percentages on that, but I would venture to say most women have dipped their toe in that water. Some dipped their toe, figured out, hey, I don't like this. Some dipped their toe and say, you know what, I love this man. And, you know, it just is what it is. So what I'm saying, Rose, is that.
Move the book over.
What?
Somebody said move the book over.
What I'm saying is a lot of women should just face the facts and just realize, like, look, if you really love a certain type of man, especially a man that got options. I think it was Chris Rock before he got his cheekbone slapped off. No, real talk. You know, Chris, he got his face rearranged by Will Smith.
Right.
Chris Rock said a man is only as faithful as his options, right or wrong.
Correct.
And I can say the same thing about women, but women always going to have more options than men. So it's not the same. Women always will have a sexual option. So
Correct.
What I'm saying is, why don't women just get on board and just be more agreeable about it instead of having men live in this shadow world that exists? Why don't some women just be like, you know what? I don't want to break up my family. I love this man. I know every now and then he want to dip off and, you know.
I honestly think that more women would agree if you were sleeping with prostitutes.
What?
Honestly, I think that when it comes to being with a woman that wants my position as a wife, then that's when we feel like you're betraying us on the highest level because you are really trying to convince this woman. You're basically sleeping with my enemy. That's the bottom line. You're sleeping with my enemy. And we don't know what you're telling her. We know that she wants my spot because every woman wants to be a wife. Most women want that ultimate commitment if she's not a hoe, you know? So at the end of the day, you're sleeping with this woman and you're trying to convince us that it's okay. We're going to stay with you. No, that's wrong.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. You said a lot. Let me figure out where I want to take it. It goes back to what I said, and I don't want to keep beating up this dead horse, but if we put it all out in the open, I think a lot of women, especially these days, because a lot of women been lied to so many times, I would venture to say a lot of women just want guys to keep it a buck about what they're doing and let them decide if they want to live that lifestyle or not. Because true or false, Rose? I mean, most women dealt with a guy that they knew was cheating at some point and they accepted it, right?
Right.
True or false?
It's true.
So,
which is emotional abuse.
So I find it funny that
they accepted emotional abuse.
I find it funny that when it's time for the husband to, because the husband was the one that married the girl, made her an honest woman. The husband is the one that said, you know what, no matter what, I'm going to protect you from any kind of outside forces. The husband was the one that put his arm around you and said, you know what, in the eyes of God, we upright. And when the man that took you off the streets, all right, when the husband decide that, you know what, I just want, get my little sweet tooth wet a little bit, a lot of women want to object. That's what I find very, very funny, because y'all accepted worse from men that was worse, but the husband just like, look, babe, I love you. My love for you don't change. But
would you accept your wife or your woman to have a sugar daddy, like a really fine sugar daddy that she could like go on dates with, take trips with to the Maldives? You know, he takes care of her.
Oh, you already got it laid out.
No, like, but he's fine though. He's like a silver fox sugar daddy. Would you like that? Because I mean, a lot of women would love that. Like a real handsome.
Look, if that sugar daddy
that wants to take you away.
If that sugar daddy is going to take care of school debt, if that sugar daddy is going to pay the gas and electric, if that sugar daddy going to pay them late hospital bills, if that sugar daddy going to get your credit score raised up, then I might just think about it at that point. See, I don't need the sugar daddy just dipping into between your legs. If the sugar daddy going to help bust down these mortgage payments, then we can actually have a conversation. That little trip to the Maldives is nothing, because I got you for the rest of my life. If that sugar daddy is going to come in and be there emotionally, through all the ups and downs of life, you know what I mean? You know how life just happens. Life, it just go either way, the way the wind blows. So if that sugar daddy going to be there at 1 a.m. when you just want to talk, hold on. If that sugar daddy want to be there when you just decide you want to have an emotional, erratic moment and you need somebody to vent to on your break from work, if that sugar daddy is going to be there and shovel the snow from driveway to motherfucking driveway, then goddamn it, so be it. Let that sugar daddy do what he do. See, I find it very odd that you can't find the sugar daddy when it's time to do real work. You can't find the sugar daddy when it's time to get to it and chop down trees, and when the kids need tree houses and shit like that. I find it odd when a goddamn sugar daddy, all the sugar daddy want to do is be there when it's time to get between your legs. See? Let the sugar daddy take care of some of these bills. I give him a list of goddamn bills that need to be paid on the first. And man, the sugar daddy can talk about sharing that woman for a summer or two. You dig?
Look,
and I'm done.
Look, the sugar daddy, I get what she said. The sugar daddy is there for resources and fun trips, okay? And that's basically it. Now, that's how the wife feels when you bring in a side chick, a mistress. Oh, why can't she be there when you want certain things around the house? Why can't she wash your drawers? Why can't she cook every single day, 3 times a day? Why can't she do all that?
She would if you was more agreeable.
You know what? Why can't she hold you accountable when you need to be held accountable?
Anyway, look. Shout out to all the side women. For real, because they keep the ecosystem going. Look, I'm not here to advocate one way or another. I'm just saying, if we look at the data, if we look at the facts, right? Especially in Black America, all the statistics say that Black people cheat more than any other race, Black Americans. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are already sharing people.
True.
Whether they doing it in the open, whether they doing it in the shadows. So how can we alleviate a lot of this drama and taper down a lot of the drama and BS and be like, you know what? Get some of these families back together. A lot of these kids need fathers. A lot of, just a lot of stuff need to be fixed. And my thing is, a lot of women should just face the fact, like, look, you married a player, baby. There's a famous Tupac quote from the song I Ain't Mad At You. And he said, I hope your wife know she got a player for life. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all women, y'all get married, y'all are attracted, y'all are sexually aroused by a certain type of dude, and y'all don't want to just deal with the reality that he gonna want some other poom poom for the rest of. Do you think a man just want to stick his penis in one vagina for the rest of his life? Maybe he do, maybe he don't. But at the end of the day, if a man is used to having it his way, right? We talking about a man with options having it his way, then you really expect a man to only want that for the next 40 years?
You expect a woman to just want your income?
Look, I'm very, hold on.
If she could get multiple men's income?
I mean, but that come with a cost.
What?
You
The
see what I'm
cost of
saying?
marriage?
No, the cost, you think men gonna be giving y'all money without trying to get between your legs or having your mouth go to work? You see what I'm saying? So if there was a situation where my lady had a sugar daddy and he ain't want nothing else, maybe a phone call every now and then, and he was helping to pay off them student loans and he was putting down payments on bills and stuff like that, I might be like, go ahead, baby. You're jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. But
And that's how we feel about side chicks. If she didn't want the ultimate commitment, and she was just a hoe, we would just be like, and she didn't have any STDs, or she was sterile, she couldn't get pregnant. I mean, we just might be like, you know what, this is the safest hoe ever. So we just might, let you do that with that, only with that. But when it comes to women, we know women. We know that women want your commitment. We know that women want your money. We know that women are sleeping with other men. Because if she said yes to being your woman and she knows that you have a woman, you think that you're the only man sleeping with her? Oh, you thought you were the only man sleeping with her. She's out. She's on, like, she could be with multiple men, and then you want to sleep with her and then bring back stuff to me? Nah, that's wrong. So every man, I don't care if he's a player or any woman, we all want a deeper connection. That's why men don't want to sleep with prostitutes. That's why men don't want to sleep with just they get bored when they just sleeping with beautiful women. If they have that access, they get really bored because they're like, damn, oh, this is kind of feel empty. Yeah, I came, but damn, I can't trust this woman. I can't talk to this woman. So at the end of the day, a lot of men, they want more. They always want more. We always want more. So that's what I'm saying.
I can dig it. Now, what men, right? What men, matter of fact, let me go and reset the podcast. Shout out to everybody in YouTube world. This is the Nerve of You podcast. My name is BaltimoreBoogie Productions. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button on your way in, y'all. If you got a question, all you got to do is super chat. I guarantee we'll get to your question. And I'm here with the co-host that love to do the most. We got Rose in the building. So we're going to chop it up again. Now, here's a question, Rose. Now, what men, because I know your position already, what men do you think should be allowed to have multiple women? And what men do you think should just sit down?
I think Jeff Bezos should be allowed to have
That's a high damn standard. It's one damn Jeff Bezos in the world.
I think Jeff Bezos should be allowed to have every woman.
Hell no. One damn Jeff Bezos in the world. This is crazy. So you set the bar so high. No. You set the bar so high that the middle school teacher is doomed. The guy that worked at Costco's, the mechanic,
hell nah,
is doomed. They can't even smell the buns. Okay, say less, man.
Yo, who is that guy that he was single and then everybody on Instagram was in his inbox?
Who that?
Was it Jeff Bezos or
somebody? Tyler Perry? I don't know.
Nah, somebody else. I don't know, but yeah, some rich guy. But anyway, yeah, nah, Jeff Bezos. Yeah, he should be allowed to have one night with whatever woman he wants. Shoot. I mean, of course, he has to at least provide like $1 million or something, just to move the money around,
You know, Tiger Woods had multiple wives. I think Tiger was worthy, but he ain't do it right. Tiger was sloppy. See, what my mindset is, only guys that's capable of dealing with multiple women, because you got to understand, every man ain't capable of dealing with multiple women. You see what I'm saying? You got to be qualified, meaning when you're dealing with multiple women, you can easily bring the energy from one woman in your household and throw off just the whole pH balance of the crib. For real. Mm-hmm. You can easily do that. Like, every man can do that. Now, some dudes got the juice. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes can do it, and they can do it with a precision that it won't interfere with anything.
And some dudes can only do it for a year, right? Until he got burnt out.
I don't know. I got to do my research. But at the end of the day, I'm just being 1,000. Like, some dudes can actually do it with a precision because he know what it takes. And, that's just what it is.
I wonder how many men can do it without lying.
I just told you. I mean, like some guys can. I mean, every guy don't want to lie to his woman. Some guys just want to keep it real. They like, look, here's the deal. Every guy don't want to lie. Every guy ain't built to lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, the lying is what messes up everything. It messes up the side piece situation. It messes up the marriage. It messes up the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you just, practice self-control? Just like how us women, we practice self-control by not being with another man and, only being with that man that we are sleeping with. Even though if you're a beautiful young woman, you're getting, every guy is trying to talk to you and you decided to be with one man and you didn't accept no money, you didn't accept nothing. You just said, you know what, I'm just going to be with this one guy. You think women get hit on all the time. The problem is we get hit on, by a lot of guys that we don't want. Now, if we get hit on by men that actually want us, then that's a different story. I don't know about that.
If as a man, if I marry a very beautiful woman, let's say I marry supermodel, I marry Halle Berry in her prime.
Hell nah.
Let's say I'm just putting it out there. Let's say I marry a young Nia Long or Halle Berry. Something brown skin, Hey, my bad, I got a little caught up. So let's say I get caught up in that with one of them types. If I marry Rihanna or Halle Berry, I inherently know other dudes gonna be pursuing hard body, married or not. You see what I'm saying? And I know going into it, the decision would be on her to turn down whatever advances that she's getting. I can't focus on that because I chose to marry a woman that's highly sought after. You see what I'm saying? So as a man, I can't focus on a woman. I got to focus on my pimping. Period. Hold on. Period. Because I seen your lips perking up the talk. Like when you go like this. You know what I mean? I got, because I know you want to get it out. But my thing is, if I marry a young Halle Berry in her prime, I'm like, look, I got to take everything that come with that. So my point is, as a woman, a lot of y'all want men that other women want, right? Y'all don't want, a lot of y'all want men. It's called pre-selection, right? Oh, it's called pre-selection. So a lot of y'all want men that a lot of other women want.
Why don't you pick a person that is as pre-select as you are? So if they decide to wander off, they get what they get when you decide to do the same thing or just leave. Why can't we do that? Why? That's not an option?
Everything an option. Options is a beautiful thing. You dig? But let's just keep it a buck. A lot of y'all want men that other women want, and once a man becomes monogamous, a lot of y'all Y'all not even interested the same way in the man. That's why a lot of men gotta pursue pimp principles to keep y'all on y'all toes. A lot of men realize, you know what? Once we surrender as a man, once a woman know we ain't going nowhere, this is when the women start acting up. So a lot of dudes is like, you know what? I'm gonna keep one woman in a tuck. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And you gonna know she's there. I'm not gonna put her in your face. I'm not gonna wave her around. I'm not gonna bring her around family. But understand, boom, I'm keeping one woman in a tuck. You know what I mean? Because if I don't keep you up on your tippy toes like this, like not keep you on your tippy toes, keep you on your tippy toes, then you're gonna get too comfortable. Like, you know, Future made a song, don't get too comfortable. Like, you know, Future made a song about that. And I'm just keeping it real. Once y'all get comfortable, y'all start acting up.
So do we relieve all our rights to sleep with you guys if you have a side chick? Can she do the dirty work for us? Would you be okay with that?
What I do with her got nothing to do with what I do with you. I mean,
like the side. What about the sugar daddy?
That's
so
crazy.
You're saying, let's say the woman has a sugar daddy, right? That's like paying bills when the sugar daddy already paid the bills. If you did accept that. No, I think if you guys want that, we should relieve all our rights to satisfy you sexually. Let that be her job as a side chick.
So you trying to make this you got to choose either or thing. You know what I mean? Like, you got to pick her or me. And I'm saying, well, I got both of y'all for a reason. Now, if you want to play those type of okay corral games where I come home, you know, I can't get into bed, I can't get no nah from you. And I mean, if you want to play those games, then, you know, I'll pack a 3-day bag and stay with her. See, these things escalate. And this is why I said in the beginning, this is why the women need to just face it and be agreeable on the situation. That's my thing. Now, it's up to the man. If a man don't want a side piece, then, you know, I'm not talking about them, but I'm saying for the men that's out here lying, for the men that's out here living deep into the shadows, for the men that's out here losing sleep at night because they're guilty of this, that, and the other, I'm like, look, bruh, here's the deal. You need to get your lady on board with whatever you got going on because you don't want to lose her, or you need to just leave her alone. I don't agree with all the lying and the conniving stuff like that. I think that's a bit much. But at the end of the day, don't you think some women should just face it because they sharing that man anyway? I mean, can we be honest for a second? Like, how many people in the dating scene are already sharing people?
There's a lot of people sharing people. I think there's a...
You ever dealt with somebody that... Have you ever had to share, man? We gonna use the Bible again? Yeah. Cop that on Amazon. Want to put your hand on the Bible?
Plead the fifth.
So, of course you do. So, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of y'all sharing men anyway.
You know, a lot of times.
A lot of
times. A lot of times.
I knew you was gonna come alive,
you know.
Mijo. I knew you was gonna come alive, mijo.
A lot of times. Don't men complain about that? Don't men say, you know, instead of you being with a guy like Future, I would have made you my one and only, my wife. But you decided to be Future's baby mother. You decided to be with a rich, powerful man. You decided to be one of 100 or whatever. But if you come over here, why don't you just be my one and only, my wife? Whatever. Like, why do men say that to women, right? And then turn around and say, nah, I don't want you as my one and only. I want you to just be there, and I want to have other women, just like the guy that you told me to leave that was actually doing it.
Can't relate. I mean, you're trying to ask me a question I can't relate to. I would never be in that situation. You got to ask a man that's in that situation. But I'm tracking, I'm following.
You get what I'm saying.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I can't give a real answer because I just cannot relate. But at the end of the day, You ain't even answer my question fully. A lot of y'all women are already sharing men. A lot of y'all have shared men. And, you know, whether you want to come up with 50,000 excuses about this and that and this, so he lied, and, you know, he manipulated my mind, he hijacked my mentals, forget that. Y'all done shared men or currently sharing men. At the end of the day, why don't a lot of y'all women just get more agreeable on it? As long as y'all living good, as long as y'all riding clean, as long as a man is taking y'all on $500 dinner dates and stuff like that, then what's the issue?
The issue is that you're sleeping with my enemy. And any man that's sleeping with my enemy is an enemy of mine.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to keep one eye open. I'll never be fulfilled emotionally, and it'll take a long time for me to forgive.
But what if I'm taking you on $500-$600 dinners to shut your mouth? What if I continue to do that?
Then I'll leave you for the man that decided to want to marry me. That's what will happen. I'll leave you for a man that's offering more than just $500 dates. And
most women ain't gonna go for that. If you look at the show Power, we're gonna talk about Power for a brief second. If you look at the show Power, now Ghost was madly in love with Angie, right or wrong? Like, that was a childhood sweetheart.
Right.
He loved him, so he was addicted to Angie. But he married Tasha, they had kids, and Tasha knew about Angie. I mean, hell, you know, she met the girl, but she was living so good. She was comfortable, had kids in private school, the life she always dreamed of. She ain't want to leave that life.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
She was going to leave him for the man that was going to offer her more of a commitment, which was, how many men did she sleep with on that show? 2 or 3? And while he was sleeping with that other woman? Yeah. A woman, let her find out that she was sleeping with somebody else or whatever. She's going to continue to search around and find a man that is offering her more of a commitment than you are, because her days are numbered too if she is allowing you to sleep around.
But on the show Power, the only reason she was truly going to leave Ghost is when she realized, you know what? I lost him for good. Now, in the beginning, she knew about Angie from the jump, pretty much from the jump. And then she finally got her hard proof. But she was okay with that she wasn't really okay, but she lived with it for a while because she thought about the totality of everything, her lifestyle. She thought about the kids.
Right.
Hold on. She thought about what she possibly can go back to, which is the streets and the hood.
Right.
So she was able to live with it because remember, in the beginning, Tasha thought Ghost was just having a little fling with Angie, but when she realized this thing was real and Angie wasn't going nowhere, that's when she realized, like, you know what? I need to get out now and try to get everything I can.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Because if it wasn't her,
but you
it would have been
point.
Angie. It would have been Angie that would influence him to choose, and he would leave. And it's up to his love. How much love does he have for his own wife, or how much love does he have for a woman that he used to love? And that's a woman's biggest fear of, you are stupid enough to love the side chick more than you love me, and you're going to replace her with me. That's the reason why women don't want you to cheat. If we knew for a fact that you never was going to fall in love with her to leave you, there's levels of loyalty, right? There's loyalty of, I'm going to sleep with this woman, but I'll never leave you. There's a different loyalty, which is, less loyalty than that, which is, I'm going to leave you I'm not going to just sleep with this woman. I'm going to leave you for her. That's a different thing. Like, there's a difference between, I'm just going to cheat and I'm going to cheat and leave because I think that she's better than you. And that's a blow to a woman's self-esteem. And if a woman had kids with you and everything, like, come on, you going to leave her broken like that so she has to rebuild herself up and be with another man, and you're gonna expect that woman to love again like she never loved before? Come on, that's too much. That's wrong. It's wrong.
let me say this. Let me go back to my example because I brought up the example of the show Power with Ghost and Tasha and Angie. And let's not act like Tasha wasn't sleeping around, but that's a different story. What I'm saying is this. Hold on. What I'm saying is this, man. You really threw me off. Hold on. No, for real. I ain't even lying to you. Oh yeah. So what I'm saying was this. My bad to the people that's watching. This is a live show. Things happen. The reason that Ghost was able to get into deep with Tasha was because Tasha wasn't on her A game. Ghost realized that he couldn't grow with Tasha. Tasha only wanted Ghost to be the street drug dealer. Angie was able to see his potential. Angie believed in Ghost when he was trying to get out the streets and go legit. Angie, from the show Power, she was just a lot more gentle with Ghost. And Ghost wanted to make it to the next level, period. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, whether Angie was there or not, it would have been somebody else because Tasha was who she was. So there are levels. You're right, Rose. There are levels to cheating and there are levels to loyalty and all of that. But loyalty works both ways too. Why do you think so many people already cheat? Because if somebody's in a relationship with somebody, man or a woman, right? And then they realize, and they feel it in their spirit, they know it in their heart, all that stuff. I'm growing, but my partner ain't growing with me. And you give them every opportunity to grow. You give them, all the outlets for them to, to rise with you. And they only want you where they found you at. That mean they was there on false pretenses anyway. If you ask me, they was only there temporarily anyway, but you made them a long-term fix. A lot of people are in these situations and they feel it in their spirit and their core. Like, you know what? I can't grow with this person, so I'm going to have to leave because I would rather leave than to cheat. I would rather leave than to constantly hurt this person. So, you're right. There are levels, but and going back to the show Power, that's what happened.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. What happened? Is it good?
I don't know. I don't know. We got a little blackout. I don't know if the Wi-Fi went out or not. What is going on with the show? What's going on? We ain't got no video. Hold on, y'all. Trying to get the video back up. Hold on, y'all. This is what happens when you do a live podcast. It's all good. We back. Hold on, we back, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second. 1 second. It's not on. No, it's on now. I just need you to zoom it in. It's on now. All right, that's good. We back. It's good. Stop. We good. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We had a little technical difficulty. This is what happens when you do a live podcast. We have technical difficulties. But it's your boy C Boogie Productions, the Nerve of You podcast. This is about episode, I don't even know. I stopped counting, 25, 24. But I'm here with the co-host that love to do the most. We got Rose in the building, y'all. And we're going to keep on with the keeping on. And we here talking about why women should just face it. Men want a side piece, you dig? Men would like a side piece in their life. But I'm just keeping it 100. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And we got another topic we got to get to too. Y'all know Coach Red Pill, one of the more popular Red Pill guys, has disappeared in Ukraine. I'm going to get to that. I got to talk about that.
Right.
But so anyway, we was talking about Ghost and Tasha, and that's what happened with Ghost and Tasha.
Right.
Tasha did not believe in ghosts, but Angie did. So what I'm saying is, going back to your point, Rose, is that if the main piece was on her A game, right? If she was on her A game, then a lot of this stuff wouldn't even happen. You see what I'm saying?
That's true. I mean, that's true. That's why it's very vital to be your best continuously when you're in a relationship, because it has detrimental consequences, because some people aren't forgiven as forgiven, and if the right woman bumps into him while he's going to the store or whatever, she might take your place, and vice versa. And another thing about marriage, the point of being married is just a bond where you're weakening the bond if you're cheating or doing other things, but it's a bond saying that I'm not gonna leave no matter what.
I know.
No matter
I know.
what.
That's the whole point. I'm not going to leave. That's why I need you to be more agreeable. I'm not going to leave you, but I'm not going to leave her. I know you heard that before. Anyway,
and it's just sad that men just feel so, they're so arrogant, and it's our fault as women by making sex so available to these men. I think it all goes back to us. We always have to look within, and that's what's making these men so arrogant, and it's
arrogant, huh?
Arrogant, yes, about wanting not just you. I mean, and you know what? There's a difference between putting up with cheating in a marriage versus putting up with cheating as a girlfriend. Like, I don't think any girlfriend should accept cheating. Like,
but y'all accept it from certain men, right? Yes or no? Y'all accept cheating from certain men. Yes or no?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, as women, y'all got y'all picks and chooses on who y'all want to let do what. See, I find it very odd that you take a certain position, because it's like, oh, you know what I mean, keep your legs closed. Women should discriminate more. But it's like, well, how many times women have given up the punani to certain dudes for years, let certain dudes have their way, and then when a husband come along, all of a sudden she want to clamp down on all the access and certain things. And it's like a lot of dudes are saying, F that, we ain't having that. A lot of dudes is like, you know what? That date is over. What y'all think going on?
What if we purchased a prostitute for you on your birthday? Would you like that?
No.
Why?
Because I need to get it out the mud, man, on my own. For real. I can get my own pussy. Are you serious? That's disrespect. Like, why would I need you to get me a woman? I got you, didn't I? So you like that, don't you? So at the end of the day, don't ever disrespect me like that. And a lot of men is saying, whoa, shorty, look, you already sharing me anyway. This is my whole point of the podcast, is a lot of y'all women are already sharing men.
And this is why the divorce rate is so dang high, because men are cheating at an abnormal rate, and when they were in the boyfriend and girlfriend stage, the woman put up with it. But when they're married, they decided to say, you know what, there's consequences, and I can enforce these consequences, and I'm going to leave you. And this is why I think a lot of men don't want to get married. And I do think that this is the reason why men, they don't want to hold themselves accountable and live up to what they vowed.
Boy, I tell you, you're always going to wiggle your way out of something, ain't you?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle with it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ain't that a song?
So anyway, look.
Come put my
somebody,
foot
somebody,
in, then
yo, somebody said in the
I
chat.
hokey pokey.
You okay?
I'm good.
Okay. Somebody in the chat room said the pussy will not be negotiated. Wow. Anyway, look, my thing is just simple, man. You know what I mean? A lot of women just need to face the facts. Either you're gonna face the facts or y'all gonna face this hurt. Whatever y'all want to do first, you know what I mean? It's all good. I think some women would fare, not all, some women would fare better understanding that the man that she has chosen, is always gonna want, his little dessert on the side. You know what I mean? I think some women just need to face that fact.
And some men need to face that fact of, a lot of men's complaint is you're not the woman that you used to be, right? Don't you hear that a lot?
I can't relate.
Have a friend ever, or when you do your consultation, have they ever came to you and be like, "Yo, my woman changed. She's not what she used to be."
It's vital information.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
But I get where you're going.
Well, let me take that and go on with it. A lot
Please.
A lot of men say that. Why? Because women.
Why? Tell them that is human nature. Why? Do you do me that way? Do you do me that way?
Marv said they get fat and evil.
Why?
That's OD.
Tell them that is human
Not
nature.
fat and evil.
Why? But check it out. It's all good though. It's all good.
Fat and evil.
That's funny.
I'm hot, yo. This podcast getting me hot.
Because you on the hot seat.
I'm all hot and bothered. You got this Bible. That's all right.
I know you're not a big fan of religion. Look.
I am.
Look. All I'm saying is this. And I want to let my position be clear. I'm not here advocating for one side or another. I'm putting the facts on the table. I'm putting everything out there, and I'm saying, you know what? When I did my math on this whole situation, I realized a lot of y'all women are sharing men anyway. Whether y'all know it or not, most of y'all know it. Y'all just kick the dirt up under the rug for a little while. A couple $500 dinners and stuff like that to shut y'all mouth. So, right? So, at the end of the day, hold on, because as soon as you go like this. Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as she go like that. I know she about to say something. Let me finish my point. Couple little $500 dinners to shut y'all mouth for a while. But what I'm saying is, I think a lot of the drama, a lot of the effery, and a lot of the BS can be alleviated by some truth and some acceptance. That's all I'm really saying. I'm not here saying that it's right or wrong. I'm not on the morality piece. That's up to the individuals for them to iron out what's moral for them. But I'm saying if we going to sit here and keep it a brick, y'all sharing anyway. Sit down. Y'all sharing anyway. Y'all just don't want to face the facts.
So let your woman share this sugar daddy that she don't really have to sleep with that provides for her more than, a lot of men. I think maybe we should just have a free for all, and maybe we should just say F commitment, F my vows, F having a deeper connection with the woman. Because to be honest, great relationships, they don't have the cheating and the extra people that's involved. And says my personal experience. And in my personal experience, where I didn't cheat and my man didn't cheat, we have a very, very deep bond that couldn't get to that deep bond if it was in the mix.
How
If
many
that
men
extra
have you been with?
effery was in the mix.
How
And
many?
that's a fact. Is it
I don't
a
know.
fact?
How many? Oh, I'm trying to figure this out right now. How many men have you been with that one didn't cheat that you 100% for certain know about, and two, how many of these deep spiritual, godly, righteous bonds have you had with men? Why? Why?
So to my knowledge, there was about, I would say,
Hell no.
I would say,
Hell no. You know,
I would say maybe one guy that I knew for a fact, cheated. But the other ones, if they did, I wouldn't have known. They were great guys. I wouldn't have known. But I know that there was one guy, that he did cheat.
So you did know about that? Yes or no? Bible. Yes or no? Yeah? Or no?
See?
All of a sudden you speak Spanish. All of a sudden you speak Spanish. See, I find this very odd how you get real quiet when it's time for the hot seat. And I ain't even trying to put you on a hot seat, but I'm saying, it's funny how you take a certain position. Like most women, ladies and gentlemen, you take a certain position, but your personal life says different.
When women take positions. Certain positions.
Yeah, Dougie style. You did. Not moral position. Anyway, let me go and reset the podcast. Yo, Never You Podcast coming at you live on this Thursday night. Yo, it's your boy C Boogie Productions, man. Follow me on Instagram at C Boogie Productions. I'm here with the co-host that does the most, especially tonight. We got Rose in the building, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to keep on with the keeping on. We got to jump to another hot topic I want to talk about, but we're going to go ahead and tie a bow around this one. Like I said, it is what it is, Rose. And you're right. I got to agree. It is levels. But see, a lot of y'all women, y'all so full of crap. And I'm going to tell you how y'all women full of crap. Because the reality of the situation is, some of y'all women, y'all will really accept cheating or multiple women from certain guys. And this is the part that y'all just don't want to admit. And then other guys, y'all want to say, nah, y'all can't do that. You see what I'm saying? And I think the majority of men out here, they kind of waking up from their slumber. They like, whoa. This is damn near discrimination. You know what I'm saying? At this point. So,
dating is the most discriminatory, if that's a word, thing that we do in our lives.
And that's why a lot of men trying to even the playing field. Period.
Do you know how men treat women that they're very sexually attracted to versus a woman that they're not, versus a woman that want their commitment versus a woman that doesn't, versus like there's a whole lot of things that men do that is the same thing. Look, we're both humans. We both do things if we can. It is what it is. We both do the dirt, okay? It's not just men, it's not just women.
I agree. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Women do a lot of dirt. Women probably do the most dirt.
The simple fact, you know what? I just had to say this. The simple fact that just sleeping with a woman just because he's horny is morally wrong, but you guys still get your self-esteem doing that very thing that is morally wrong. That's a problem. If men just slept with women that they wanted a commitment with the woman in his eyes, the world would be a better place.
Hold on. Now, do women just go on dates with men that they can see themselves being in a relationship with?
The majority of women do.
Do women take money and resources from men that they want a commitment with? No. At the end of the day, women take anything from men who giving it to them for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like you say, we both do it, but don't just put it all on men. Like, oh, the world will be a better place, and the sun will be rising over here and setting over here, and all that.
Men do more dirt.
So what I mean, women, y'all do so much. Truth be told, I can really put it on the women that this whole thing is fucked up. Because at the end of the day, y'all got, as women, y'all got a lot of men thinking that they stand a chance. Y'all women, because of the attention that y'all crave, remember, fellas, I told y'all about that dopamine release that these women want. A lot of these women want that dopamine release, right? And it comes from the attention that they get from men. It ain't nothing that a woman won't do for attention. A woman will get out here and walk the street butt-tea naked. Some women. We talking about pants riding up their ass cheeks.
There's
Hold
nothing
on. For
a man
attention.
will do for sex.
We see these women on Instagram trying to thirst trap. So we're not going to act like it's all on men. Matter of fact, I would put the majority of this access and sex and effery on women, because a lot of women out here, they understand that a lot of men are weak for them. And yes, men got to control themselves, but damn, look at the shit that women do just for some attention. You see what I'm saying? It's not a bunch of women out here saying, you know what, I'm going to play a conservative. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to act like I'm conservative as far as the way they talk, the way they dress, the way they act, how they live their lives, how they conduct their business, etc., etc. And I'm going to wait on the traditional conservative man, and we're going to live a good life. Ain't a lot of women like that. A lot of women think, you know what? In my 20s or my late teens, I'm going to act a goddamn fool. I'm going to tighten up my image in my mid-20s.
I think if
Hold
more
on.
women...
Whoa. A lot of women, you know what I'm saying, they're going to tighten up in their mid-20s or their late 20s, or some women early 30s. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to scrub my Instagram, Facebook, all the evidence. I'm going to scrub it. Hell no. I'm going to scrub it.
Wipe it off.
Thank you. Appreciate you. I'm going to scrub it clean. And at the end of the day, this is what you know I'm passionate, people. Passionate about my work. Passionate about my work. I'm going to scrub it clean. And at the end of the day, all of a sudden, you're going to be a traditional wife type of woman. This is what a lot of y'all women like to do.
You know, if more women was married and we got all of our attention from our husbands, then maybe we wouldn't be out in the streets trying to get the attention of all the men to make up for the lack of attention that we are supposed to be getting from a husband. And that's why you get all this attention from these young, you know, all these young women. They're just broadcasting all over the place, because those are the primary years that they're supposed to be married. But no, men are not marrying women. They decide to just
do y'all really
run
want
the
to be
streets.
married?
Yes, from the man that we want
That's
to
cap.
marry. A woman
That's
will never
cap.
turn down a proposal from a man she wants to marry.
That's cap. A lot of y'all women, especially when y'all younger, I would say 27 and younger, a lot of y'all, I ain't saying all y'all, a lot of y'all ain't think about marriage. A lot of y'all ripping,
If the
running
man
the streets.
we wanted went down on his knee and proposed to us, why wouldn't we marry him? I don't know a woman that would turn down a proposal from the man that she loved and wanted and respected. That is false.
That's cap.
That's false.
I call cap.
That's like saying, will a man not sleep with a woman he wanted to sleep with?
I call cap.
If he could. Almost every man would.
Anyway, I call a little bit cap on that, man. But it is what it is. So boom. Right. We're going to go ahead and transition real quick. Yo, man, do you know this guy, Coach Red Pill?
Dang.
No, real talk. Coach Red Pill is missing in Ukraine. Now, Anthony Joshua, for people that don't know, Anthony Joshua is pretty much the head of the white manosphere. He's definitely the owner of the 21 Convention. And he put out a tweet that said Anthony Joshua was kidnapped and tortured in Ukraine, and he's no longer with us. And I'm going to say rest in peace. It's funny because, well, not funny, but it's crazy because I did a couple videos harshly critiquing, well, mildly critiquing Coach Red Pill. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would never wish this on anybody. Yeah. I got to be honest, but I got to be real. I wouldn't be boogie. So this dude, Coach Red Pill, used to go in on American women. They trash. So he decided that Ukraine was better, and he went over there, and then he got married to a young woman, had a family. And I hope they doing good. I send my blessings their way. But at the end of the day, the grass was not greener on the other side. Woo! And I'm being 100. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've been getting conflicted reports, right? Some reports saying that Coach Red Pill is no longer with us. And some reports saying he's missing.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's just missing.
Either way, it's just sad.
I mean, like we already know they got a war going on over there. He's an American, so that's not a good look anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You over there in a war-torn country talking about this is where you need to go to get young women, and this is where the women act right. But boy, this is where the men are kidnapping people. Yo, man, I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm like, damn, dog. He talked all that shit about American this and American way and American women and this and men need to do this. This dude went all the way to the Ukraine and can't nobody find him. Yo, what Kumo D say? How you like me now?
Come on.
That's what Kumo D said. What? That's what Kumo D said. No? It's too much?
Savage.
A little bit too much?
Yeah.
How you like me now? But no, real talk.
Are you alive and well?
Tally.
Damn.
But nah, real talk. And I thought it was just odd because I'm like, yo, man, this guy, he's been in Ukraine for a long time, but it was funny because he was making a bunch of videos for like American men. And I was like, Coach Red Pill, you way over in the Ukraine. How you even know what's going on in the United States?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm not trying to be funny, but I got to be 100. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Coach Red Pill. But damn, bruh. Clearly your way didn't work. I mean, am I?
That was not funny. If this is true, that's not funny.
I'm just saying, Hassan Campbell would have said he got his TV turned off. They pulled the cord out the microwave. They shut his cabinet's door. You know what I'm saying? They put the alarm on the car. Tow truck came. Yo, shout out to Hassan Campbell, man. But nah, real talk. Look, man, look, this is entertainment, man. This is a podcast. But I'm going to always keep it a buck. How the hell you going to be over there in the Ukraine talking about this is where you go to get women, come over here, the women are this, the women are that. You go way over there and come up missing, bruh?
Get chopped and screwed, man.
Chopped and screwed. Tipping on fofos.
What?
Mike Jones. Mike Jones. All right, now real talk, man. Yo, drink some apple juice, B. Yo, people get kidnapped every day, B. People get kidnapped every. Nah, real talk, man. I'm not even trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? But see, Boogie always gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, yo, somebody in the chat say he ain't check in with Putin. He ain't check in. He was over there for the wrong reasons. Man. Yo, when you do something for the wrong, I'm sorry, yo. This is a life lesson to everybody that's watching the Never You podcast coming at you live on the Thursday evening. At the end of the day, when you do something for the wrong reasons, honestly, you're probably gonna have the wrong outcome. See, Coach Red Pill thought that he was gonna bypass a lot of American women. And look at Coach Red Pill. We seen a picture. Was Coach Red Pill going to get a beautiful young bride in the United States? Let's be honest. Probably not.
No.
The chances were very slim.
Slim.
So.
Slim and shady, so.
He went to the Ukraine because a lot of those women need money. Let's be honest. And the American dollar can go, I got the hiccups, a little bit further in the Ukraine. No, I'm good, babe. So he went way over there. And he got what he wanted. He found him a young bride. He talked all this stuff about women, but he went over there and got what he wanted.
At what cost?
I mean, it's a major cost. I'm gonna get to the cost. It costs him everything. You know what I'm saying? And this is no disrespect to his family, but how can you put out all this information to men about men need to bust a move, forget these American women, they are trash. All right, regardless of all of that,
Right.
that's your opinion, bruh. But what see Boogie was saying from the jump was what I was saying on my channel. I'm like, Coach Red Pill, you capping because look at you, bruh. No, for real, look at you. And I'm not even trying to be funny. The kind of woman that a guy like Coach Red Pill will want in the United States, right? It would be very hard for him to get. Coach Red Pill didn't want to stay in his lane. I'm sure he's a smart man, probably educated. He could have got a woman, but he wanted a young, probably volleyball looking chick. Like, you know how them volleyball girls look on TV, ESPN on Saturdays at 12?
Hell yeah.
Not that I watch, but he probably wanted a chick that looked like one of them young volleyball players. And at the end of the day, if you want that, looking like Coach Red Pill, no aggression, looked like his testosterone levels was at an all-time low.
It was shot.
Bruh, your wallet got it. That American Express gonna have to be unlimited.
Black card.
Black card. Facts. Snapple top.
Right.
So he went to the Ukraine and he was telling his guys on his channel this. These American women are trash. All right, fair enough, bruh. And I'm like, bruh, you went all the way to the Ukraine, didn't even understand that Putin was on a bumper. Then the war broke off and he came up missing. First of all, the moment they announced the war, he should have been on the next flight out. You know what Coach Red Pill was doing during the war? This is true story.
What was he
Ask me.
doing? What was he doing during the war, Boogie?
When the war first started, he was out there doing live commentary on the war. He ain't even, this guy's supposed to be brilliant, smart Red Pill guy. Coach Red Pill was out there with a freaking camera documenting the war like he's a certified journalist. Like, dog, all you do is talk Red Pill crap online all day. You ain't got no credentials to be filming the war. And he got kidnapped by by this crazy Ukrainian battalion or something like that, they said, and they tortured him. But I'm like, dog.
Yeah.
So
He thought he was in the U.S.
No. It lets me know how delusional he is.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to war zones. Bruh, that's a place you do not want to get caught outside slipping.
Damn.
I'm serious. Slipping.
Damn.
And instead of him hiding out, protecting his family like a real man should, you see what I'm saying? If it's a war zone, you're supposed to be looking for water, ammunition, guns, and an escape route.
Yeah.
For real. If God forbid, if a war showed up right now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to protect my family.
Right.
Or anybody close to me as a man, especially if they're a woman and child.
Right.
This guy was outside filming the freaking war as if he worked for CNN, trying to be cute for these red pill junkies in the United States, and he ended up getting caught lacking. You know, Chicago dudes say you lacking. He ended up getting caught lacking, and all I can do is say, bruh.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
Sad.
And I'm like, damn, dog, you went all the way over there for a young bride, and you lost your dog, you lost your sense of self. You lost all your marbles. You lost your direction. You lost your mind over there because you was caught up with pussy. Yes, you can go as a man. Not right now, obviously. You can go to the Ukraine. You can go to the Philippines. You can go to Brazil. You can go to the Dominican Republic. You can go to any poor country with the American dollar. You go to Thailand, Indonesia, wherever, Bali. All this shit. And you get you a young bride. Cause your money gonna travel, and these women, they never had nothing. Let's keep it a buck. These women never had nothing. So you come over there, don't matter what you look like, don't matter your swag, it don't matter none of that, and you probably gonna get a young bride. She don't love you, she love your money.
Right, and they're used to the ruthlessness in their men. So
Apple top.
if you find a woman that's used to the ruthlessness in her men, you don't think she's ruthless? You don't think she adapted to that level of ruthlessness? So they playing with fire.
It's like my man said, He was over there in the Ukraine talking pro-Putin talk.
Hell no.
He was pro-Russia. Oh, they came to get him. Like, but this is how delusional. And when I was going in for a long time on a lot of this red pill stuff, because it got so extreme, it got too extreme for me. A lot of dudes thought I was bugging. Like, do you understand the amount of arrows I took? Do you understand the kind of heat I took from these dudes? I was every name in the book. Dudes even talked about my kids, my family, whatever. But at the end of the day, I was like, look, man, y'all guys are getting out of reality, man. Y'all guys are getting delusional. And then something like this happened. Oh, dudes want to be quiet. No, see, Boogie gonna speak on it because it's a teachable moment. Okay, y'all talk all this shit, but y'all go to Ukraine or whatever country. We hear these countries about these dudes going over to Dominican Republic and places and never coming home. But look what they're looking for. They ain't looking for themselves. They're looking for the easy way out. Coach Red Pill didn't say, you know what? I'm going to put in some hardcore self-improvement for 2 years. I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to get my money right. Whatever. I'm just going to up everything because clearly it's hard for me to compete. Right? So Coach Red Pill thought he was going to take the easy way out. Now he's missing. And I don't want to say he'll never come back, but all of it, it's reports saying that he's deceased.
Wow.
But I don't want to, it haven't been confirmed by any news. But Anthony Joshua put out a statement. I'm being honest. Anthony Joshua put out a statement that he ain't coming back.
It ain't looking good.
It ain't looking good. But hell no. That was you funny. That's why I fuck with you. But no, real talk. That's what I'm saying. So it's I don't know what to tell dudes. Just like, bruh, no matter where you go, you gonna have some issues, man. I would rather have women problems in the U.S.
And be alive.
Yeah, man. Give me some. Yeah, man. Real talk. It is hot as shit is. Because we're about to wrap it up. But I would rather have women problems in the United States. I would rather deal with a downright bitch in the United States. They end up missing. Okay, check this out. Let me paint the picture. Then we're going to wrap it up, people. Let me go ahead and paint this picture for y'all. I got y'all. So, as a man, right? Paint this picture. As a man, right? You get all your stuff together. Facts. You get your visas. You get your passports. You tell your family. You tell your family where you're going. All this shit, right? You know what I mean? Boom. You start to pack up your stuff to go to another country. You ain't having it your way here. All you want to do is bounce. Appreciate that $10 cash app from Shantavia Wade. The black professor got scammed by Russian women for $40K, and she stated she went easy on him.
She went easy on him.
Whoa.
That's OD.
That's crazy. Shout out to Shantavia Wade. That's insane. Drop some more information in that, Shantavia. Well, let me know about this black professor. Drop a link or two. Drop something for the people, because I really want to do my research on that. Appreciate that $10 super chat. Oh, yeah, one more thing. If you got a super chat, ladies and gentlemen, if you got a question for us, you know what I mean, send it through, and we guarantee we'll read it online. So, boom. Somebody said you ain't even hide the bottle. Yeah, you wilding today. But,
I did. I think it's all right.
So, boom. You go over there, you know what I mean? Like, you tell all your family, like, look, I'm tired of the United States. The women are filthy. The women are trash. Whatever, right? They this and that. I don't want to deal with it no more. They B words. I found another spot around the world. So you pack up your stuff, sell your vehicles.
He was happy too.
For real, like you get all your bank. You get all your bank information and your bank stuff right. You got to transfer money, and it's a lot going on. You got to have all your affairs in order. You know what I'm saying? You buy a plane ticket to Ukraine, probably like $1,200. You know what I'm saying? One way, because you ain't coming back. You already made it up in your mind. You told all your friends bye. You probably only had 2 friends. So both of them was online. So boom, you go over there. You probably get you a 1-room flat somewhere because you don't really know your way around.
Mm-hmm.
You probably get you a little something to start out with. First thing you do is go over there. You try to meet people or whatever. But there's already like a subculture of people that went from the United States over there that he's looking for. You just searching around. Boom. You happen to walk into a bar like Cheers one night. Like, oh my God, they're Americans, right? But it looked like an attic in there because they got to be cool because the Ukrainian men would pound their face if they found out they was over there looking for pussy. So you go over there and you think it's a better life, and then you realize how lonely you are, right? I mean, seriously, you realize how detached you are from society. You realize, I really do miss my family. You realize when you're sick, ain't nobody checking up on you, for real. You realize when you need just certain amenities that you were so used to here in the United States is not there.
You even miss the effery that the woman put you through.
Yeah, I mean, like, you do miss a little bit of the effery, you know what I'm saying? You just miss the everyday living, and then you realize, damn, I told everybody I wasn't coming home, and I gotta make it over here, but I realized over here, nobody cares about me. Nobody can relate to me. Culture matters. So you over there.
All alone.
All alone. So you find yourself doing dumb stuff, like outside in the middle of a war, trying to fake like you a damn journalist. And it's almost like truck drivers. Shout out to all the truck drivers. But a lot of truck drivers, they only do that work for so long. I'm talking about the guys that go out of state and cross country. Like typically, this is the statistics on truck drivers. They do it for about 10 years. They pay up everything, pay for their house, cars, and then they get a new career because they spend a lot of time by themselves. And like, not to mention, you know, it's other kind of workplace hazards that come with it that we don't know about, but they spend a lot of time by themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
So like a lot of these guys, they end up just doing something else,
right?
Because they realize, like, yo, I'm away from home so damn much. I'm so far away from my family on birthdays. You don't miss how many kids' birthdays and X, Y, and Z because you way across the country. Yeah, the money's good. But at the end of the day,
at what cost?
At what cost? And you know, every man goes to a point in his life where he does grow up and put things in perspective. This is when you fully become a man, when you realize your responsibilities, your priorities, and then you be like, damn, I missed all of this. And then it doesn't matter if you're 21 or 51, you know, becoming a man is a mindset.
Right.
So you way in the freaking Ukraine, and you're away from everything, everybody you know and love, and you did all of this to find a woman, and then you're so paranoid, you ain't bring the girl back to the United States.
Ooh, no, not that.
You know how easy it would be for Coach Red Pill to have just went over there, found the woman in the United States, and brought the family back?
That would have been detrimental to his relationship.
That's crazy. Hold on, Shantavia Wade, thanks for that $5. She said 44-year-old Maryland professor Dr. Jonathan Fairley scammed by 20-year-old. Google it. I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds interesting to me when I get back home.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, dog. What's going on, bruh? No, I'm dead. What's going on, bruh? Because at the end of the day, you went all the way over there for the wrong thing. Everything you wanted was here. Okay, you could have went over there, got the girl, and came back. But you thought life over there was better. You thought all your problems was going to be over after you left. You got yourself into more shit. That's my thing. Rest in peace if he's gone. I hope everything work out for him. But I hope this is a lesson to a lot of men. What are y'all doing, dog? You don't want the way in Ukraine that got caught up in the damn war.
In life, you're always going to pay a price. You only get to choose what price you want to pay, but you don't get to not pay a price.
Everybody pay a damn price. Now you got some crazy damn battalion in the Ukraine that they say kidnapped this guy. But damn it, he's out there filming the motherfucking war like he worked for damn Fox News. This is how delusional these fucking red pill niggas have gotten. I'm dead serious, man. That's how delusional they got. But you could be in the middle of a war and think you untouchable, man. That's crazy. You know what I mean? God damn. And dudes was trying to come at my neck when I spoke out when I spoke out against the red pill and how crazy and dangerous that shit got. And I'm all kind of simps and I'm all kind of this. Man, Frank stand ASAP. Frank stand. And y'all got a dead comrade, a missing comrade, and y'all ain't doing nothing about it. Ain't no goddamn search team for my bad. Sorry. Ain't no damn search team. Ain't no red pill search team. Ain't no red pill Navy SEAL Team 6.
Man, they call him Coach Dead Pill now. That's what Red said.
Ain't no damn red pill Ranger Battalion that's gonna come get him.
It's so sad.
God damn. He over there in the freaking Ukraine by himself and end up getting kidnapped.
In the cold.
That's a little nippy out there. Button that top button, bruh. And that's all I'm saying. All these dudes that was defending Coach Red Pill in my comment section when I made my video, they ain't looking for him. God damn it. And that's the part that pissed me off, man. All that crap. Go to this country. Go to that country. Go to these nuts.
How many men went to a different country and never came back? And he was a famous one.
That was their God. That's the one. That's him.
He was the
That's the
chosen
one.
Yeah, he was.
God damn. Coach Red Pill. That's him.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Everybody know him.
Everybody know Coach Red Pill.
His voice.
And at the end of the day, he goes way to the freaking Ukraine and come up. Listen, thanks for that $10 super chat. Shantavia Wade listened to the interview. Professors at the end says he will self-improve after he says he lost nearly 50K. I'm gonna check that out, Shantavia. Appreciate it. Back to my rant.
Yeah.
Damn. Coach Red Pill went way over there, man. These dudes ain't gonna come get him. They ain't gonna look for him. They don't even care about him. You know what they gonna do in that Red Pill community? Next guy step up. All of his subscribers, the next guy, Donovan, Bulldog Face Mindset. All of these Red Pill dudes is looking to take his subscribers, man.
Greg Adams.
Greg, I throw this freak. If you can no longer say Greg Adams' name on my podcast, man.
I'm sorry.
That name is banned. We gonna call him Coach Silly Face.
Coach Silly Face.
We gonna call him Coach Silly Face. But now, real talk. These guys, they don't care about him. They only want his subscribers. They plotting on his subscribers right now.
They plotting on your downfall, man.
The game is dirty.
Dirty. Filthy.
Oh, see, Boogie ain't supposed to say nothing about it. F that. Is Coach Greg Greg Adams. Is Coach Silly Face gonna go to the Ukraine to look for him? What he know about war? He ain't built for that. The only guy that been to war was C Boogie, and I ain't looking for him either. I got stuff to do tomorrow. Yeah, man, we gotta do that thing tomorrow. We got stuff to do all weekend. We ain't looking for
this, a little bit of that, you know.
No, man. So we busy. But at the end of the day, that's cap, man. And I'm tired of it. Y'all about to wind this down, man. Coach, he making that face.
You know, I think some of these men are so far gone that they're like, you know, Ukraine is not safe. We got to pick another spot. I mean, I think that their mindset is just, we need to pick a safer spot to go screw these women. That's poor.
I'm going to tell y'all this and I'm out.
Bye, guys.
Your heart is going to attract whatever belongs to it. When you do something for the wrong reasons, it's going to catch up with you, bruh. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and sign out, man. Shout out to the co-host I love to do the most. We got Rose in the building. Shout out to everybody that joined us, man. This was a really good podcast, man. I had a lot of fun with y'all, man. Appreciate everybody that super chatted. Appreciate everybody that cashed that $ Baltimore Boogie. And we'll be right back at you, man. You know what I'm saying? This was a really good podcast. I'm satisfied. And we actually will be off until next Wednesday. So I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Love y'all, man. We out. Peace.